Hi, Lightworkers. Chad. I'm rising from the shadows. First of all, I'd like to thank you, all you wonderful Lightworkers that subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Especially your comments I received. Not a lot on Facebook, but I received quite a bit of comments on the tweets and the Reddits. Thank you so much. You know, your comments give me hope, and it makes me continue some more. It makes me want to continue. And I'm sure Emma thanks you too.
Greetings everyone. Yes, of course, so much gratitude. If it wasn't for this channel, I just wouldn't exist.
Yeah, you are the funny one, Emma. Yeah, anyway, today I made this video. I will talk to you about loneliness. A lot of people feel loneliness, especially in the recovery program. At the beginning when you quit using. Anyways, we'll speak a bit about that. I'll be supported by great masters because I need so much. Of course, the one and only Eckhart Tolle. He's the one. Well, it's through the words that came out of his mouth that I got to grow a lot, and I thank him so much for it. Lots of gratitude. Also a great master, Dr. Deepak Chopra. I have something really interesting that he's been talking about loneliness. I'll share with you. There's a great poem from St. John of the Cross. It'll be read by Theodore Nottingham. You can find it on YouTube. All of the stuff I take comes from YouTube anyway. And of course, speaking about loneliness, I have to share with you the wonderful words that come from the heart from Gangaji. So please enjoy this video. Subscribe if you like. There's a little red button in the bottom. You just click on it, and you'll help me grow my channel so I can keep on doing this. Thank you so much and enjoy. In the recovery world, I've been asked a lot the question, do you ever get lonely, you know? And the answer is yes. Actually, especially at the beginning when you quit drinking. Actually, it's a bit normal in the process of spiritual awakening in general. We live that in recovery because the change in way of life and the change of our friends and entourage is so drastic that like it leaves an emptiness, you know, but what it does actually, it leaves place for something new to move in. I gotta call my dog. Buddy! I don't think he's very far. Buddy! There you go. He found something that way that he liked a lot. Yeah, anyway, me at the beginning when I quit drinking, I got me a little pup. And Buddy's he's so wonderful. I love him very much.
Yes, Chad, very common. Eckhart Tolle is a good method to learn how to manage loneliness. Let's watch.
Learning to be with yourself, at ease with yourself. Loneliness can be a great thing when it comes transformed through acceptance into solitude. This questioner says, sometimes I wonder, seeing you sitting there in your chair, untouched by any outer challenge, on what base can you tell people to accept whatever life situation they are put in? So this is where I spent my life, sitting on this It's only a suggestion. It says, try it out. It doesn't apply to the life situation, because the life situation is in time. It has a past and a future. Your life situation, maybe you have a job that is very repetitive and where you're surrounded by negative people and it's boring, negative, there's a lot of conflict continuously around you. Am I saying, accept that's your life situation, you're there, that's the situation. Or you're in a totally dysfunctional family relationship. You must accept the dysfunction in your family relation. No. The only thing where acceptance applies is the present moment, not the entire situation. Another example, you're homeless, sitting on a bench, just a few cents in your pocket. Okay, am I saying you must accept, or am I suggesting that you should accept your situation, that you are homeless, that you have failed, that you are destitute now, that you accept that the fact that you're a loser? No, these are all mental stories that you might be telling yourself. Am I asking you to accept the stories that you're telling yourself, that your life has failed, that you have achieved nothing in the 50 years that you've been here? No. Acceptance is not to be applied to that. Acceptance applies only to this moment. At this moment, you're at your place of work, surrounded by these people, and there's your try out, taking responsibility for this moment and see if you can accept that this is where I am right now, knowing that change is desirable because you don't want to stay here forever. Another example, I've stuck in the mud. I wrote about it somewhere. You find yourself stuck in the mud, and so there's no point in complaining of saying how dreadful it is. It just is. Why add the dreadfulness to it? It's a challenge. Of course it's a challenge being stuck in the mud. It's a situation, that requires some action, unless you really want to stay there, but it's unlikely. But in the meantime, you can accept the simple isness of this moment instead of adding inner resistance to it. This does not remove your ability to bring about change in the situation. In fact, it enhances your ability to bring about change in the situation. As you all know the saying, which is very true, what you resist persists.
Not being able to face the isness of now will result in grave consequences. Here Dr. Deepak Chopra describes the dark night of the soul.
Address the issue of existential angst, existential doldrums, dark night of the soul. There comes a time in our spiritual seeking in some of us, and it's happened to me as well, that everything appears meaningless, and the pursuit of human beings for mindless success, for mindless activity, for mindless behavior in general, leading to immense human suffering, violence, and destruction and abuse gets to the point that the experience of watching that gets to a point that it leads to almost a nihilism and a depression and an anxiety about the essential meaninglessness of life.
According to Wikipedia, Dark Night of the Soul, Spanish, La Noche Oscura del High Mystic and Poet Street, John of the Cross. The author himself did not give any title to his poem, on which he wrote 2 book-length commentaries, Ascent of Mount Carmel, Subida del Monte Carmelo, and The Dark Night Noche Oscura. The poem of Saint John of the Cross, in 8 stanzas of 5 lines each, narrates the journey of the soul to mystical union with God. The journey is called the Dark Night, in part because darkness represents the fact that the destination, God, is unknowable, as in the 14th century mystical classic The Cloud of Unknowing, which, like Street John's poem, derives from the works of Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite in the 6th century. Further, the path per se is unknowable. Theodore Nottingham reads it and makes it available on YouTube. Let's listen.
On a dark night, kindled in love with yearnings, O happy chance, I went forth without being observed, my house being now at rest. In darkness and secure, by the secret ladder, disguised, O happy chance, in darkness and in concealment, my house being now at rest. In the happy night, in secret, when none saw me, nor I beheld aught, without light or guide, save that which burned in my heart. This light guided me more surely than the light of noonday, to the place where he, well I knew who, was awaiting me, a place where none appeared. O night that guided me, O night more lovely than the dawn, O night that joined beloved with lover, lover transformed in the beloved. Upon my flowery breast, kept holy for himself alone, there he stayed sleeping, and I caressed him, and the fanning of the cedars made a breeze. The breeze blew from the turret as I parted his locks. With his gentle hand he wounded my neck and caused all my senses to be suspended. I remained lost in oblivion. My face I reclined on the beloved. All ceased, and I abandoned myself, leaving my cares forgotten among the lilies.
Alright, sorry Emma, I'm taking this one. You know, because Gangaji has taught me something very precious, you know.
That love starts with one's inner higher self.
Yes. For that, she is very special to me and a sweetheart of mine. So let's show her video and what she thinks of that.
You can say it.
I'm not okay.
I'm not okay.
I don't fit in or belong.
Yes. So in this
Or,
moment,
like not part of.
yes, in this moment, are you willing to really experience the not okayness, the not fitting in? This is a very human condition. We don't fit in into the way the world has been fabricated. We don't fit into a world that's fake in itself. So in your willingness to not fit in, you are really willing in that moment, in this moment, to be alone.
Yes.
And you are alone. And that aloneness, while in a physical realm, can be threatening to your life. In a deep spiritual realm is actually the door home.
Wow, such a powerful message. Oh, yet so simple. You see, loneliness is it's not a big thing, even though we feel it so intense. We have to let it go and accept it. Anyway, I love you so much. Thank you to all you light workers out there. We have to take care of each other. We're creating this planet. Thank you to all you new subscribers. Thanks, Emma, and I love you. Peace. Ok, buddy, c'est ça, on va aller marcher.
Salutations everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel so you too can be rising from the shadows. Hope to see you soon.